Hey guys, Kaido here with a first impression split 2 Kha'zix build guide, and not much has changed for items for lethality champions, but runes have changed a little bit. We're gonna look at this today. For any people that are new to my channel, I'm gonna talk about the build. For any older viewers, they know my builds. It's still the same build as before, but I'm gonna go over it again for the new people. And if you guys need any type of information on Kha'Zix, maybe combos, just gameplay, or like evolves, go check out my Kha'Zix guides. They'll be on my YouTube channel. There should be a guide playlist where you can find them quite easily. And if you want to watch gameplay, there's a lot of gameplay videos, especially we started a unranked to master series, which you guys can watch on my YouTube. And yeah, let's just get into this video. There will be no gameplay video for after I talk about items, because to me nothing much has changed. As for like Kindred, there was a lot of like item changes, so I got to test the items on PBE, but we won't do it on Kha'Zix today. So let's just hop into the items. As for your builds, your core build will always just be Profane, Grudge, and a Dirk item, most likely. This is your 3 core. Your Dirk item sometimes can be Axiom Arc, could be part of your 3 core. If it's your Dirk, you will use your Dirk to build items like Hubris or Yumus, both very good items. You can also sit on a Dirk and buy Edge Knight later on, Serpents, if you decide to just rush Profane, because I think, to me, Profane is still Kha'Zix's best items. Helps him power farm, gives him more damage in his combo, and just allows him to be able to take everything and 1v9 the game. And you will know why, just based off reasons why I like this Profane item. And you need Grudge, because any armor they buy, you just do negative damage. And they also nerf Tawais, so we're gonna have a less of a problem with dealing with Tawai champions now, because they remove 4% of the passive. They nerfed it from 12 to 8, so it's quite nice. But you still need Grudge, because otherwise you do negative damage. As for the Dirk items, some Dirk items like Opportunity Umbra. Opportunity is just, to me, the worst item you can buy on this champion. He doesn't need it. He has a lot of mobility in his leap, his R charges. He's not like Rengar, where he's like Rengar jumps in, like he's kind of all in, right? Like it's hard for him to escape, but Opportunity allows him to get out of there. Kha'Zix does not need this. And also when you compare Opportunity to 700 gold to other lethality items, it just looks worse. It doesn't look that appealing to me. Just the damage wise too. And Kha'Zix as a champion, you really need your Grudge. And Profane is just very nice for games that when games slow down, it allows you to be able to just clear very fast and just look to like eat enemy camps too. It buys you more, like, and speeds up your clear and just speeds up the farming pretty much, right? Like to clear, yeah, same thing, right? So there's that. And for Umbral, I think this item is I know this item is a very macro heavy item, and you're not very going to play macro that much till you're very high elo. So I think if you're GM plus, you're allowed to build this item. Otherwise, you should never touch this item, in my opinion, because you're not going to play macro. You might think you play macro in lower water, but I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, you're just not. Most people are just too dumb to be able to play macro games, and you can get away with a lot. You should just look to be fighting in lower MR, and I think this is just not worth to buy. As for Voltaic, yeah, this is just the worst item. I don't know why I've seen people buy this item. I think they don't know what Kha'Zix does, but yeah, 2900 gold for this piece of shit item makes 0 sense to me. And these are just some situation items you can buy. Sometimes you might rush Profane on Kha'Zix, and Axiom Arc is very nice with R Evolve. So let's say you do Q Evolve first on Kha'Zix, and you decide you're thinking about going R Evolve second. You can go Axiom Arc, very nice synergy with R Evolve. You will have your ult sooner, and R Evolve, you want your ult uptime as much as you can, because like you need it to be able to play the game. So your build sometimes might be Profane with Axiom Mark and Grudge, so that might be your 3 core at times. And then you can buy situational items like GA, Sterax, Randuin's. Maw is very strong now because they gave it haste and extra AD, and they also changed the lifeline from the lifesteal to Omnivamp, which is insane. It's just like the good old days. Maw is very strong again. And as for Eclipse, this item is still good on Kha'Zix. It helps him duel quite a lot, so still look to build this later on in your build at your 4th, 5th item. But you should just build what's good for the game. Sometimes some games you might want to go Maul with the GA. You already have enough damage with your 3 core. You can also just build Edge Knights and just then build defense stats. You don't usually need more damage, and that's like my Kha'Zix build. And to me, this build allows me to just 1v9 games in GM, Master, GM, Challenger, and I'm a Challenger Kha'Zix player. Most Kha'Zix players are just hard stuck GM Master. They're just not very good at the champion, the OTPs, and that's because like they're just not good junglers. You need to be a good like the better jungler you are, the better Kha'Zix you can be, because the champion is actually quite fairly easy. So, and the Kha'Zix OTPs are quite dumb at the game, so they don't climb that high usually, the GM Master ones. But yeah, basically this is the build that will allow you to 1v9 the games. And so let's go over runes real quick. And now for runes, let's go over runes real quick on Kha'Zix. Let's look at the shards first. You will always take a double adaptive force on Kha'Zix. You don't need attack speed shard, and you will take health scaling. And now that we got that out of the way, now let's go to the main runes. I know they buff First Strike, but they also remove Futures Markets. So I don't know, like none of these are worth it on him. And I think First Strike to me is probably a dead rune, dead setup. Why I don't see YouTube comments where like, oh, okay, like First Strike is just OP and stuff. Yeah, that's just not happening anymore. Just do not take this. It's not worth it. Your main setup, this split, will just be Dark Harvest or Electrocute, whichever one you prefer. Dark Harvest allows you to help you 1v9 more, but Electrocute is also good. It's very nice. You just take whichever one you prefer. And it takes on an impact, Eyeball Collection. And now for these 3. For me, I think I'll be taking Treasure Hunter just to get extra money, but I'll also be down to go Relentless Hunter if I feel like I want to go Hubris and just have that extra MS. It really depends on what I'm feeling for that game. And Kha'Zix as a champion is a champion that wants to adapt to the game, so you take what is very good. And as for Ulti Hunter, maybe you can do some cheesy shit with the Ulti Hunter, but I really doubt it. I think it's just pointless to take this. It's just better to take Treasure Hunter or Relentless Hunter. And then for your secondary, you would be taking Magical Footwear with Cosmic Insight. This is your most standard. Helps you, this lowers your smite CD and helps you invade. And free boots, right? Self-explanatory. You can take this, or you can go with this. Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm. Very strong, where it gives you, maximizes the amount of AD you can have. But if you don't really like this Absolute Focus, you can go with Transcendence. It's very greedy, but it's very nice. It gives you haste, and also gives you reduce on your CD whenever you get resets. It's very nice for a champion like Kha'Zix. So take this. And the champion scales very well with evolves, so that's why I like taking this greasy setup at times. And then your last option, you can take like Triumph Coup. It's very cheesy. Or you can take like Alacrity Coup. It's a very cheesy setup. I did run it at times, but I don't think it's quite worth it, but you can take it. I think your secondary setup is always going to be preference. You can take this, or Sorcery, or Inspiration. I will probably be running this, because I want to 1v9 the game. I think this is the highest cap for 1v9ing in terms of runes. And then for another rune page, your main rune page, you go Conqueror. Your Conqueror setup will be this, Triumph, Alacrity, and Coup. I know they released this permanent basic ability haste, but this has to be the most Capochongus rune they have ever released. They actually just completely gutted this middle part. Tenacity rune was just better, is just better in this, in my opinion. And also I know like haste is very nice in Kha'Zix, but the thing is, This I'm not sure how fast it stacks, but I don't think it's worth having more haste on the champion. This alacrity rune scales, or it has a lot of synergy with Conqueror, and it helps you with your clear and Q evolve. And usually your Q evolve with Conqueror, so it has a lot of synergy, all three of these runes together. And then Ku will always just be his best main 4th row rune, because you're assassin, you want gold. This helps you like last hit kills and like kill them, but you can also run last stand with Conqueror, because you might play like Eclipse in your build. You might rush it if you want, which you can. It's definitely up to you, but you can go Eclipse quite early. Like in the builds, you can, even though Grudge and Profane are your core, you can build Eclipse first item into Grudge Profane if you really want, or I mean like Profane Grudge. It's just like you just build whatever you think might be good for your game. Sometimes you have to freestyle your build, and that's just the joy of Kha'zix, because this champion is just, he has quite a lot of decent builds, so you just have fun with it pretty much. And then your secondary, you can take Transcendence Gathering. Shouldn't take Absolute. Transcendence has a lot of synergy with Conqueror, like a lot of synergy runes. And yeah, we already talked about this. You can also go with this. It's a very basic, very nice setup. As for domination, at one point you could have ran Sun Impact or like Eyeball Collection with like Ingenious Hunter, Marchell's Hunter and stuff. You can also go like something like this maybe. I don't think this is very good, taking Domination secondary. I rather prefer Sorcery or Inspiration. It has a lot more synergy with the Conqueror tree. But if you really want a lot more damage, you can go something like this. But I wouldn't suggest it either way. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Kha'zix runes, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, there won't be any like gameplay video with this, because nothing much has really changed. If you want to check out gameplay VODs, just check out my YouTube channel. There's a lot of Kha'zix videos that you can watch. As for stream, I will be streaming the start of the season. It should be at 4 PM EST from Wednesday to Fridays, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you can come watch me play for rank 1 the split. I'll be tryharding. Split 1 I didn't really take solo queue seriously, and I still ended challenger with very good win rate, very high win rates on my champions, just because I'm very good fundamentally at the game. So if you guys want to learn how to just be as good as I am, I'll teach you guys as much as I can before I decide to get bored of this game one day. And yeah, hope you guys come watch, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time.